Okay, we got a lot of call-em-outs here today, and we're going to start off with all the call-em-outs for Virginia. I've got several emails, and I knew something was going on here, and now it all makes a lot of sense. Boy, it's like a personal line from the Moose Lodge right into the KVJ show today. This person said, I'm calling out Virginia for playing and winning Queen of Hearts at the Jupiter Moose Lodge. Last week she was there and she didn't even know what the game was, and now after talking about it on the After the Show podcast, she suddenly wins it this week. I call BS. A loyal Moose member, and the crazy thing about it, if you didn't know, that jackpot was for $150,000.
You won $150,000 at the Moose. That's insane to me.
That's just unreal.
I don't win it all. I only get 60% of the pot, and then I got to pay taxes, and then I got to take care of my girls that I was with.
But still,
it's pretty unbelievable because as I was putting my tickets into the big, huge plexiglass drum that they roll them around in, I was asking the guy that's rolling them, okay, how does this work again? Okay, 30% goes back into next week's pot if somebody wins. 60% goes to the winner if the winner is there, which I was the winner. I was there. And then 10% goes to the lodge.
Okay.
Which I love because, you know, the Moose is a philanthropy organization. The Moose is all about charity. Mm-hmm. That's one of the biggest things about being a Moose, the charitable stuff that they do with the money.
Okay. So apparently people were not real thrilled that the newest Moose member walked away with the big jackpot that people who have been going there for years and decades and are there every single week were hoping to pick up.
I'm not even kidding you. I can feel their anger. I can
yeah.
feel it. It's something in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
I could feel it too right after we won. And then a very nice Moose came over to us, a man, and he goes, yeah, you guys might want to get out of here.
Wow. They were really taking it hard.
It's just a different energy. When you win the big, huge pot, if you haven't been there for the whole ride.
And I'm sure you were quiet with your celebrating.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I would never do
that.
that.
There's just building in people as they're watching Virginia over there celebrating. Like, who is this person? I don't know who she is.
There's some guy that's been a Moose for 35 years. He's been waiting for this moment. Waiting. And then she flies in on her broom.
Yeah.
2 weeks in and wins the jackpot.
Here you go.
Oh.
And I brought, like, you know, my true girls. I had my girls with me. And so we're all celebrating together and we're jumping up and down.
I am happy for you. Look,
thank you.
When one of our team members wins, I'm quite happy. I'm jealous, but I'm very happy for you.
A lot of the sweet Moose came up and said congratulations, and a lot of the Moose members were happy. But I get why the ones that weren't aren't. I get the salty. I understand the salty, and I can't say I'm mad at you.
Do you have to become an elk now instead of a moose? Do they want a piece of you?
I'm now ride or die Moose.
Oh my gosh, she's easy to go in there and flex, double downing on it.
Oh, wow. I am so hard for the Moose.
I can't wait to see how this goes.
Oh, there's gonna be the Moose has no idea what they've done.
Several Moose like Chris think that you should go in there and buy everybody at the Moose around.
I would love to do that.
Okay.
But they're good prices. It's only gonna cost about $37.
Yeah, they have great prices. I will absolutely do that. I haven't got the money yet. So a lot of people were calling me out on Facebook why I didn't do it yesterday. First of all, my head was spinning. I thought I was in a fever dream.
Right.
And
couldn't believe it.
Second of all, I don't have the money yet. So
yeah,
y'all got to wait till I get the check.
When you first said it on the air, I'm not kidding. It took me about 2.5 minutes to kind of process what you were saying. I thought you were saying $150 because there's no way it's $150,000.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
But I'm happy for you.
You look like the Moose. That's their sentiment exactly.
Oh, man.
How did this happen?
And again, I just feel like we as a group, we kind of burned our good, our winning. Not
that was it. There's no more winning for the show for 2 decades.
I disagree, baby. This is the beginning of a streak.
Okay. Now, the other thing that we might need to address from over the weekend, that there was just so much with Virginia winning $150,000 we didn't get to, was this altercation that happened on Saturday night. And your husband is here to help fill in some of the blanks as to what might have happened. Now, you were at a Christmas party, Virginia.
Yes, we were, me and my husband and Rocco were
Okay.
all at a Christmas party together. And I was like watching this dynamic between a couple of other party guests, and I just did not like what was going down. And you know the people involved, Kevin.
Yeah.
I told you the behind the scenes that I'm certainly not going to say on the radio, the behind the scenes, but I did not like the injustice that was happening.
What can you at least sort of say what was going on?
Somebody was being mean to a friend of ours that I hold dear. And that's the most effed up thing you can do in front of me after I have a belly full of alcohol, because I will rage on you if you try to be mean to one of my friends. And this person was.
So I could kind of tell it was going down because I was getting texts from Virginia on Saturday. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Because Kevin knows the players. He knows
Yes.
the mean guy and he knows the nice guy.
Is the mean guy someone you kind of would say, yeah, this checks out? He's a meanie.
Well, I could see, people have certain personalities and just the way that they speak and things like that. And the way that she texted me, I was like, okay, she's got to have something going with this individual. And so I was like, all right, maybe, he had said something in the way that he talks and addresses things that just didn't sit well with Virginia.
It had been building at the party, and I had been watching things that I don't know if you even saw, Panda, because Panda was there, but the mean guy was making the nice guy do things that the mean guy shouldn't have done, as it pertains to bending over and getting him drinks out of a cooler that was on the ground. The nice guy just had hip surgery. The mean guy was sitting over on the sofa flirting and making the nice guy go get him drinks out of the cooler.
Were you aware of this, Panda, as this was going on and the rage
He
was
didn't
building
know.
in Virginia? Did you have any idea
He
that
had
it was getting
no
there?
idea.
Kevin, I was on a sofa talking to Felicia Rodriguez, a dear friend of mine, longtime friend.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Virginia comes walking up and like kind of slaps me on the shoulder. Come on, we're going. I go, what?
Oh, no.
We're going, and we're going to drive this guy home. And I go, what? Like, who is this person? I don't even know who the guy was.
Yeah.
Not a clue.
Right.
So I get torn away from my conversation that I was having. I had to tell Rocco, who was playing, come on, buddy, we're leaving. What? I don't want to leave. The whole thing. So we get in the car and we start driving. I'm driving the car. Rocco's riding shotgun.
Okay.
Virginia is behind Rocco, and the gentleman is behind me. Now, I don't know this dude from Adam. I don't even know where I'm going.
Okay.
I get in the car, and the guy is like trying to be funny and whatever.
Yeah.
We get out of the complex that we're in. Virginia says to this guy, if you ever make said friend do that S-bomb again, I will punch you in the throat. Like, and it was dead serious. Rocco leans forward to turn the volume down on the radio.
He was
He loves it.
Rocco. Whatever's going on in the back
Rocco's
seat is
just
a lot
as
better than what's going on
limpy
here. Yeah.
as me.
Rocco looks at me, and I look at him, and I'm like, this cannot be happening. This goes on for the duration. The guy is trying to deflect and like be like, oh, I know, I'm a jerk, and blah blah. She's like, yeah, you are, and like, you
Let
guys,
him off the hook.
you guys know her
Yeah.
just as well as I do that she wasn't playing.
So he's trying to diffuse it and kind of get out of this. Yes.
Exactly.
And
He's
it's
telling-
not working.
And he's hitting me. He's like, Kev, you're gonna make a left up here. Like, this guy.
This guy, yeah, I'm surprised he didn't jump out of the car.
Well, at one point he goes, should I have your husband pull over and I just get out of the car? And Virginia's like, that's up to you. And I'm like, oh boy. Like, it was so uncomfortable. She threatened this dude at least 3 times. And
And what was he saying?
Jay, he was so uncomfortable, but he was trying to like not like engage in a fight.
Yeah.
So he was like deflecting. He kept trying to redirect and like, oh, I've known so and so forever. We're just playing. And she's like, I don't play like that. He's a friend of mine. Blah blah. Like, and it was dead serious. And I'm white knuckling. I'm just driving. Like, let me get this guy home.
Yes.
I want to get out of this car right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're driving with an aggressive witch.
Oh,
It's a dangerous game.
it's
I had a feeling when I started getting the text that's kind of what had happened. Yeah, because I know the dynamics and I know those two together.
You know the
and
players.
I do. And when Virginia said something, I'm like, oh, she did not like the way that they interact. So
well, that was the other part. The guy got out of the car. She whips her phone out. I got to text Ralston. He knows this guy. He knows who this guy is. I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah, getting a late afternoon text.
Well, I
from
was
Virginia.
nervous. I'm like going, okay, I just got to make sure I don't get in trouble with this.
You got to keep my hands clean.
Right. I don't want in on this.
Well, you had quite a Netflix finale kind of a weekend.
Oh, definitely. It was wild. And then on Sunday, the mean guy texted me.
Oh, that's a update.
Yeah, he texted me on Sunday, and
oh no.
he apologized. I apologized.
Okay.
But I just let him know that if he ever treats that person that way again, I said, that person is quote unquote a national treasure. And if you ever step on them again, I will step on you.
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah,
I can't keep up with it all, Kevin.
right.
But I was very aggressive, and that was probably the Jello shots.
No, that's not your MO.
Great night too. Great party until
the
the
party
drive
was
home.
the party was so fun.
How long did that abnormally uncomfortable drive go for? How long did it take?
I would say it was probably about 12 minutes that felt like 30.
Okay.
At
12
least.
minutes is a good time for uncomfortable
It is.
moments.
It is. Because then the bandit was so nervous. He took a wrong turn, and we had to
Yeah,
double
it was-
back.
Oh boy.
You poor SOB.
Yeah. Okay.
This is how we do. It's the KBJ Show.